What's up,
What's
everybody?
up, Loki?
Hey,
What's
Carhole,
up,
how's it going
Loki?
today?
It's another great day. How are you doing today?
Oh, not too bad. I see it's a gorgeous day out here today. I see nice fluffy clouds and a bright blue sky.
Yeah, you can't beat
Oh,
that. That sounds like a great day.
oh, hell yeah! Holy cow, we got a house full already. Hey, Miss Luck, Joe, Susie, Maria, Janie, Jasmine.
Hey,
Appreciate
how
y'all
you
coming out.
doing, Miss Q, Maria, Jasmine? It's great to see you. Jacksonville Joe, always nice to see you. Joe said we
Always
almost
nice.
late, and we have no excuse this time, Joe, because this isn't the late night. This is just Mike and
This is
Loki.
true. I say now. To be fair, I was trying to figure some things out, but it didn't work out. So,
Well, we'll spend some time learning here soon. He's
yeah. Hey,
learning
Ashley.
how to use StreamYard and share videos, so we were trying to tinker with that.
Yeah. So I'm still a newbie when it comes to the StreamYard stuff. So, but I'll learn. I'll learn.
Hey, Ashley, welcome. We don't really have much of a plan for tonight or this live. We're just going to chop it up, and wherever the chat takes us is where we'll go. So,
You know. Oh man.
so what do you think of last night's live?
Oh, it was pretty good. Um, God, I'm having a hard time remembering a lot of it because I was about half asleep for the last hour. Uh,
I think my only like real critique on myself on it is like once I asked the questions, it was like kind of boring dead air while we're waiting for answers. So I feel like I need to have something to fill like that dead air, like
little
I don't
Jeopardy
know, like
music or
maybe
something.
like the Jeopardy music or something similar, just to fill. Like I said, because it's almost like every time I would ask a question, there's like 30 seconds of dead air.
Well, I mean, to a point that can't be helped because of the delay between StreamYard and YouTube, which is anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds. Hey, Holly.
Hey, Holly, good to see you.
I said, but yeah, maybe a little bit of background music in there while we're, you know, just low like you usually play.
Yeah, I even had background music on last night, but I think I turned it down way too low that it wasn't even heard at all.
Yeah, I didn't. It didn't register for me at all. I wasn't hearing it. Miss Luck down there taking shots.
Dang, sorry, Miss Luck. You mean Logan and myself have been talking about doing like a weekly, just get together and chop it up lives, anyways, more impromptu stuff.
Yeah, I said the Mike and Loki show, but we've been kind of sleeping on it for a minute now. Hey, Lacey, good to see you. How's those cooties?
It's always good to see Lacey, even though she hates
Yeah.
my guts. It's all good though.
Oh, well, I mean, she didn't flip you off this time at least, but give it a minute.
It's coming. I'm sure it's coming, and
It's coming.
I'm assuming I deserve it too. So
Oh, oh man. I say no. I was gonna try to get out and about a little bit today and get some video, but Mom had other ideas. She has decided to take a late afternoon nap on me, so that just did not happen.
that's not always a bad thing though.
No, no. Ah,
Not always a bad thing.
oh, damn it. I say, well, I guess two members of Outhouse Nation currently, Miss Luck.
I don't I don't think he ever noticed I did that to him last night, and then it
Not,
stayed, and I just changed mine to match.
I noticed it after you mentioned it, but it was probably up there a good half hour before I. Oh.
I think that actually came from like Namarilla or Stacks. I can't remember exactly, but one of them was like, he's got his own groupies now. They're the Outhouse Nation. So I went ahead and switched it.
Well, I don't know if I count the Coyotes as groupies, but you know. Oh man,
Oh, there we go. There's my appropriate greeting from Lacey.
there we go. All is right in the world now.
All is right.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see. They've been doing some construction over in the field across the highway from me, and just a couple hundred yards away. I said, but I know there was some coyote dens out there. Appears at least two of them have been unearthed. I see, because there has been coyotes everywhere the last week.
Do they have? I know in Washington State, they're open hunting season on coyotes all year round. Is it the same in
Yep,
Montana?
same here. Especially when they're as close to town as I am.
I'm trying to. Hey Jeffrey, trying
Hey,
to
Jeff.
remember that. Susie Q, you want to be a part of the Outhouse Nation? Try, Trying to remember. I think that like when I was younger, you used to actually get paid for every coyote pelt you produced.
Oh yeah. Well, they let you here. They let you keep the pelt, but they take the tail as proof that you did the deed. Uh,
Oh,
I say, but yeah, I don't know what the current bounty is, but I remember making all kinds of money when I was a kid. $5 a tail, and back then that was big money for us.
for sure.
Oh, say hell, I think I
You
bought
can.
my first two cars off of coyote and dog tails around here.
That's a lot of cup of noodles.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, I say when I was young, they had a real bad feral dog problem in the area. I was at a point to where they actually organized hunts to go out and take them down because they were running around in packs of 30 or so.
Was that in Washington or Montana?
That was Montana. Mm. So they got it under control for the longest time, but I see it spiraling out of control again around here. More res dogs than there are people in town. So
That would be that would be our first hit song right there, Loki.
I was just laughing at that. Yeah. Hey, giblets.
D's.
Oh, these giblets. That's it.
How's
Makes me laugh.
how's Blue doing? I haven't seen him on YouTube in a little while.
Um, I've seen him here and there. He does the feathers and fangs with Paula every now and then. Excuse me.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I when he goes live, generally I'm up and at it and busy, so I don't get to catch his lives in the morning. I said I haven't caught a afternoon show from him in forever. Mm,
Yeah, I'm usually asleep when Blue goes live. So
yeah, he seems to hit my morning. I said, but like I say, I'm up and taking care of stuff.
yeah, for sure.
Oh man.
That's good. Hopefully you get to feeling better here soon.
Yeah.
I Mrs. He's just a funny dude. Like anybody that in the chat that doesn't know who Blue is very very funny dude.
Oh, definitely. So if you don't know Blue, go find him. Trust me, it's worth the
You'll
effort.
you'll enjoy it, especially his character Dwayne. Hilarious, fwickin' hilarious.
Fwickin' Blue's fwickin' hilarious.
Freaking crazy.
Uh, I say something most people don't know about the first month that I actually I'd never seen Blue at that point, but I'd come across Dwayne, and I'd watched like 3 or 4 different Dwayne videos, and then one night Blue hopped up on a panel where I was, and I got to actually meet him. And I still had no clue. For about the first month that I actually knew Blue, I had no clue that Dwayne was just a character. I thought that was literally Blue's brother.
That's how you know that was a good character choice on his part. Then
Yep.
he sold it. He sold it that well.
Dwayne must be in jail. I haven't seen him. Oh, ain't got enough 25ers to bail himself out. Uh, I said, poor Dwayne gonna have to go back to milking bulls. Hey, Stacks, what's up, brother? Oh, I say Stacks was enjoying himself this weekend. Hey, Victoria, Paula. Oh,
Hey, Victoria, Miss Paula, Stacks. Hey, Stacks, how'd you like that artwork that Tim did for you on his reaction?
that was good. So I'm not trying to dog you, Stacks, but I like Tim's artwork better than yours for that song.
You just don't like the G body style Chevys.
Well, it's not that I dislike the G body style Chevy. I do look. I do like a G body shuffle every now and then.
Well, the
I
old
said, but
man's.
yeah, I said I like AKs more. Oh, oh, actually got birds.
Yeah, there's birds.
Huh.
Guess my microphone's picking that up pretty good.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised knowing the situation there.
Yeah.
Oh
Stacks is
man,
looking for a house.
oh,
Same
Stacks.
area you're currently living?
See, trying to.
I'm
Oh, good.
Stacks sent me some videos the other night that he's going to end up posting on his channel. This is freaking hilarious. So I'm looking forward to when he posts those. I won't give it away, but it's enjoyable.
Trying to get back in Largo. I thought that Largo was down in the Keys. I don't know Florida that well.
I don't know Florida either. I went there for Christmas. That was about it.
I stopped off there for 2 hours on our way down to the Dominican Republic, but other than that, yeah. Oh, and I have been to Disney World. So, but I was very young. Oh,
Yeah, that will be a pretty enjoyable series when he finally puts those out.
oh, very cool. Got me curious now.
Pinellas County.
Oh, got you, Stags. Oh, Hood Largo. Oh, I didn't know. Now I do. Hey, Sassy, how you doing? Oh, man. Oh. Yeah.
Hello, Sassy. It's good to see you.
Oh, man. Now I was kind of chuckling at these guys across the street with their construction the other day. They flipped oh, what are they? What are those big things called? Big earth movers, the belly dump earth movers.
Yeah.
So they flipped one of them over somehow. I didn't get to see how they did it, but had the thing up on its side. And I said it took like 3 other freaking pieces of equipment to get it upright for them.
What up, y'all?
What's up,
It looks
Stan?
hot as hell in that car.
Shit, driving right now.
Hey, I don't know if you saw it or not, Stacks. They have a recall on your car for AC compressors. You're muted.
You muted yourself, brother. I see that.
He's still mute. There we go. Now we can hear you.
It's currently 115 degrees in here right now.
Damn. No.
That's too hot.
I broke my Spider-Man phone holder, so I ain't even fucking.
I don't know if you heard me, but I was saying I just saw today that the Honda Civic had a recall on their AC compressors, so you may fall into that category.
Like fucking 10 years ago, dude. This thing's from 07.
Yeah, I think you're right. Once we get off this live, I'll pull up the. Once we get off this live, I'll pull up the recall and send it to you because I think your car falls into it.
I'll hit y'all up when I get home.
All right,
Stacks.
Appreciate you popping in there.
I can't shift and hold the phone at the same time.
We need to do a collection so we can get one of those window mounts.
A little sticker for him.
Hold on, I might be down here.
Did you end up filming or videoing or taking pictures of that tractor that got flipped over?
No, I didn't even think of it when it was going on. I was just sitting there laughing at them while they were trying to get it back up on its wheels.
Because there's a really good audio I could have sent you on Instagram for it. It was like the boss man fuck up one. Do you think you can go one day without fucking up?
How much you pay him? How much you pay him? No. You're not worth that. You're not worth $20.
Yeah. No. When you see some more errors, go out and film like a little bit of it.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Like I say, I just stood there watching it for about 10 minutes, laughing. Oh. I say I'm still not. I don't know. I guess my mindset just isn't quite there. You know. Oh, I'm laughing at it. I bet you a bunch of other people would.
Right.
Oh. Say that. I still haven't got another cord to download all my stuff off my phone. I say for some reason I've been out of it for the last week.
Dang, that sucks. Because it's the USB-C to the HDMI. Is it the cable you need?
Yeah. I said they've had them in there. I said I've got.
How do you charge your phone?
USB to the USB-C.
So you should be able to just unplug it from the brick and plug it into your computer, the same charging one.
One would think, but the cable I use for charging my phone apparently does not have the right connectors or whatever, or some. I don't know what the deal is, to be honest, but it doesn't even see the phone when I plug it into the computer. I say, and the charge rate on it is at about 50%. It tells me it'll take 7 hours to charge my phone. So something's a little goofy
Damn.
here.
I bet. That sucks, Jeffrey. Hopefully you got it all taken care of.
Oh, well, damn.
We heard from Iron Horse in a little while, but the last time I spoke with him, he was getting really close to getting that Dodge done.
Yeah. They only had,
so when he comes back, we're either going to find out he lit it on fire or he actually got it accomplished.
Oh. Yeah. So I've been wondering what's up with him too. Last I heard, he's just had like the transfer case and a couple of bolts on the bell housing to go or something like that. Probably drive shafts too.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So yeah, I was kind of slacking about that with the filming of that tractor. I said, but I wish I'm gonna just need to start packing my phone around with me. I said I don't usually, just because, well, I don't know, I'm not really used to it. I said, when I got to see a old boy pull in the road leading out to my house, he had to. What was he doing? He's checking something on a trailer that he was towing, but it was his trailer that caught my attention. Just a little camper trailer, double axle camper trailer. I said, but he pulled in with it and started messing around. Got his lights working, and then hey, Chris. I said, hey, Skulls. I see him get this little remote control out of the back end of the truck and start dinking with it. And his trailer is on freaking bags or some kind of a hydraulic system, because the damn thing lifted up like over a foot. So it was like a four-wheelers off-road trailer. I say something you could drag into the hills. So it made me start looking at it a little closer. It had solar panels on it, freaking all kinds of little attachments. I was trying to figure out what the hell they were.
Yeah, it took me a little while, like when I started going out and filming for like YouTube, because it does feel awkward. You know, it's not like your normal thing. And so it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but I got to a point where I just stopped caring, or I'll carry around like some of my stickers with me. So like if I run into people and they, you know, they're asking why I'm filming, I usually just hand them a sticker and say, hey, I'm filming for my YouTube channel. And I've actually picked up some subs that way from, you know, just like being in public and handing out either stickers or a business card or whatever.
Somebody would walk up, what you doing, man? Here you go.
Yeah. Yep.
This is what I'm doing. That's a good idea. I'm going to have to take some of those stickers and toss them in the truck for that. I said, I've only been confronted twice locally. You know, what are you doing out here? I'm filming.
Yeah. I'm minding my business. You could try the same thing.
Yeah.
I bet Stax. I bet, because Stax has done that at like the beach.
Yeah.
He looks like all those Instagram models out there trying to film.
So, I mean, hey, he wasn't none too shy the other day at the hotel. So, you know, hey, Jay.
Hey, Jeffrey. Yeah, Jay. Sorry, Jeffrey's here already. Hey, Jay. All right, man. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Oh man. See, yeah, I got what was it, that one that really just released? It was a live version. Why am I having a mental block on that? But yeah, I was chuckling at that one. I saw Stacks and Muggs running around packing equipment up. Must have been the end of the night.
Is that when they were at that the show with Biz Believe in Forgiato?
That might have been. I'm not. Like I say, my memory is a little bit foggy on what the song even was at the moment.
I wish, like, I've watched a few of Biz Believe's recent like music videos or whatever, and he keeps showing off his camouflage tundra, and it was obviously a rap, and the rap looks good. But the thing is, like in his videos, he keeps like sitting in the driver's seat, and when he opens the door, you can tell the truck was originally red. So it's like
Oh,
I don't know, like it looks really good from the outside. He opens the door, and you can tell the truck was red. It's weird. It's like either film completely on the inside or film on the outside. Stop showing us that your truck is red. It's weird.
Yep. Say, I don't even know who Biz is. You know me, I'm not really into the rap game all that much. Although
You've heard a few of his songs. I know that because I've played them here and there.
Okay. Yeah, it's Outlaw Nation, Realist Stacks, these boys that have been kind of dragging me into the rap game a little bit lately.
I'm ready for Stax to do like a fucking like a super hype song like YZ from Upchurch, like something super like get you pumped up.
Hell yeah. So I'd like to see Stacks do something like that. So all he's got to do is get Reeler around and get him all zipped up for it.
Hey Jay, if you want to try to work something out where we do something together when you go to that car show, just reach out to me, man. We could probably set something up.
There you go.
I wanted to do something with because Miss Luck went to a car show this weekend too. I think yesterday actually, and I wanted to try to do like a run a StreamYard and just play her stuff. But I had my son's birthday stuff this weekend, so I was busy with him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a few hype songs in the works.
There we go.
I did. My wife, I think, went out today because I told you I was going to film a video for like the kind of answer to Rilla's fishing and the fuck boy of fish. I may or may not have went out and bought a frozen freezer bag fillet of salmon. Like it doesn't even look like a fish; it's just a fillet. But I'm gonna go catch that bad boy.
Show him how it's done.
As Stax would say, I'm gonna go fuck boy a fish is what Stax would say.
That was funny as hell. Oh.
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 Yeah, what I found interesting about the pictures you sent me, like, it's cool seeing the American cars over there, but like a lot of like the cars that you see regularly are just the older cars we don't have over here. So I found the pictures you sent of those cars more interesting because we just don't have them.
Yeah. Shit. Hey, JR Colt. What's up, bro?
What's up, JR?
Just up here chopping it up for shits and grins. No real plan.
Just chopping it up.
Oh.
chopping it up like a claymore.
Oh. I see. It's funny how often I have to explain. Well, for most Americans, I get it. When you say claymore, they instantly think the explosives. I say, but for me, claymore has two meanings.
Yeah, it's the same for me. Military, but
Oh yeah,
yeah, claymore. But I can usually, unless I'm talking to somebody else that's acting like the active military, they're not talking about the claymore explosive.
hmm do they even still use claymores?
Yep.
Okay, I said it was something curious. I know they've kind of upped the game on the explosives line, but I said I didn't know if that one was still a commonly used item.
Yeah, we trained on them when I was in, and that was 2003 to 2009. We trained on them.
Oh damn. Okay. Uh, so yeah, there's a little bit of a scare here. Oh God, it's been 8, 10 years now. It was just after I moved back home. I say some old boy, old country boy, had been up in the hills by himself for years and years and years. Had passed away, and when the tribal cops went in to check his house, well, he was loaded. I say he had a freaking 60. He had AKs, all taken from
Dang,
Vietnam, and 3 crates of freaking claymores.
dang, man.
Oh, I say they took most of the hardware out, but the claymores, I guess the case when they opened one of the boxes up to look at them, the casings on the mines themselves were so deteriorated they were starting to crack, and the house was pretty much a piece of shit anyway, and no relatives to claim it, so they just detonated them inside the house and leveled the house.
It must have been one hell of an explosion.
Yeah, I say it was quite a bit larger than they were expecting. Oh, I say because yeah, say 2 tribal cop cars got peppered with wood and concrete, well, rock chunks from the foundation. I say, but they were parked. I think only like 30 or 40 yards away from the house when they hit the button on that.
That is not far enough.
Not nearly, not for 3 cases worth.
I always
So
like
much
watching
fun.
those videos you see on YouTube where people are playing with, was it pyrite? And they shoot it, you get the explosion.
Oh, tannerite.
You know, I'm tannerite. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Tannerite.
Yeah,
From what from what I understand, for like every pound of that, you're supposed to be like 100 feet or 100 yards or something. Like you got to be far away when you shoot that
yep,
shit. I always like when you see people, shooting 5 pounds of it from like 50 yards away. Just
yeah. Like,
chaos
oh,
is going to ensue.
I saw one of those. I don't know how much they used, but they blew apart an old refrigerator. And the guy was at least smart enough to use a tree. It was just a pretty sickly looking tree, but he used a tree for cover, essentially, so braced for him to shoot. And it's a good thing he did because the door off of that refrigerator came back and bounced off the tree he was behind.
Yeah, that stuff is no joke, man.
No,
What's
I
up,
mean, I
Sin? How you doing, brother?
played
Hopefully,
with.
hopefully you're getting that computer stuff figured out.
Oh, that's right. Sin's got his new toys to play with. I said we played with some tannerite up here, but I mean I don't think we've ever put more than a pound of it to any one explosion, and the pound was quite impressive as it was.
Yeah.
Mm.
I have to show some of those videos one of these days. Just people playing with that stuff. But yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like I guess my point on that is, you're playing with tannerite. You got to be back that far. You're getting rid of a whole box of claymores,
Yeah.
and you're 50 feet away. What? I don't know what was going through their mind.
Well, they travel cops for one, so they have very little to no training. I mean, they do go to I think it's the State Patrol's Academy here, but I don't know how much explosives training they actually get there. Uh,
Yeah, that's one of those.
Oh, go ahead.
That's one of those situations you fuck around and find out.
Oh, they found out. that was about an 8 on the fuck around and find out scale, I would say.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Let's see, blasted the windows out of the patrol cars, and like I say, there was sticks and rocks embedded in the fenders and doors of both of those cruisers.
JR says he's done 10 pounds at once.
Oh,
I bet you he was back a very
damn.
safe distance though. USMC says one claymore equals 2.5 pounds. I'm assuming
C4.
what is he referring to? Dynamite, right? 2.5 pounds of dynamite.
Ooh, so roughly 2.5 sticks. Wow.
Those are big booms.
I knew they packed a little bit of punch, but I didn't know they had that much to them. Not something I've ever gotten a hold of. I say my only experience with military weapons. Yeah, they didn't break out no explosives. Wow.
They didn't pull out all the cool stuff.
Yeah, I say almost 1,000 yards out, 50.
Yeah, he was at a very safe distance. Were you, even at that distance, were you still able to feel the concussion when it went off?
10 pounds, I would have to imagine so. I said, like I say, I've been in the face of 1 pound, and we're a good 120 yards back when we set that off. And we still felt it. Oh man. Oh. So yeah. I said I've been wanting to grab myself a new pew pew recently myself. So I want me a 45-70. Oh, Jesse Howard.
Oh, okay. There might be somebody in the chat that could accommodate you.
Oh yeah. As I always thought the 45-70 was kind of a short range round. I say, but I've been looking into the different loads and weights of the bullets for them lately. And if you adjust accordingly, they can get out there a good, 200, 250, 300 yards.
Oh, you want to say for the rifle I use for more like long distance shooting, I have a 22-250 that I really enjoy. I need to get a better scope for it, but other than that, it shoots pretty good for more long distance.
Nice.
Then I have, stuff for closer range things as well.
Oh yeah. So we got, I say about the only good long range I got's an 06, 30-06.
Those aren't bad.
No, I say bullet trajectory on them is not the greatest, but it's not bad either.
JR's waving at you. He knows where you can get one of those.
Oh.
Yeah, I had a talk with him maybe like a month or two ago about one of the guns that I want to buy at some point. I really like the Wilson 1911s and was it Dan Wesson 1911. And they're very very well built guns, but they're very very expensive.
Now, are those from the ground up manufacturers, or do they take an old 1911 and remake it?
No, they make everything, every part and piece for it. They make and it's
Nice.
like what makes them, I guess, kind of expensive is they do take a long time to make, but their fit is spot on, like really really good fit. Because I don't know, and Jr. might be able to correct me, but I know that a lot of the other ones with the like the 1911s, if you limp wrist it, they can go out of battery, and I think with the fit of the Dan or the Wilsons, even if you do that, it doesn't necessarily get the gun out of battery because it's really really tight clearances.
Right. So one shot only.
I'll have to send you a video of those like two guns, and you see them, you'll just be like, holy crap! But it's one of those things. Like I've gotten so many now that it's just like now I'm gonna start buying stuff that's like that, like kind of really nice stuff.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, you got the old reliables. You know, if you got the time, inclination, and money, why not get some basically toys?
Right.
As I've been kind of watching a few gun videos here recently myself. I said that's kind of that's what drug me back to the 4570 was, I always thought this 4570 was good out to about 100 yards. That was it. And I said, and I saw this one guy sitting there, got one all fitted out with tactical rails, red dot on it, little scope, whole 9 yards. And it's like, oh, damn. I didn't even realize it was a 4570 until he started, running rounds through it. I was like, oh, I recognize those casings. Wait a minute.
Welcome back, Miss Luck.
Hey, Miss Luck.
Yeah, JR saying they're hand fitted, but like I'll send you like a video. I think they have a short video of how both of those two different manufacturers like go through the process of making those guns. I think you'll be impressed.
Oh hell yeah, be something I'd definitely watch.
And I don't know what their current cost is, but I know a few years ago when I was looking at a Wilson, they were like $3,000 to $3,500, and then it was if you ordered it straight from Wilson because they're completely customizable. If you ordered it straight from Wilson, I think it took something like 18 months to get your gun.
Oh damn.
And then I don't remember Dan Weston's, but I want to say theirs were like $2,200, and I don't think the wait was quite as long, but I'd say they're quality wise right up there with Wilson.
Yeah. That's nice. So I've always liked the 1911s myself. I had a couple of them back in the day, but yeah, they got hooked. Walther, PPK is a nice pistol, and I know they got a bunch of other ones that are pretty good. So I've never actually gotten to shoot a Walther myself. Oh wait, once, but it was a 380. I was not impressed.
I'll admit, Jay, I'm not familiar with that firearm. So I can't speak, either way on it.
Yeah, like I said, I have very limited experience with them myself.
I know that I did a couple of years ago. I was fixing one of my coworkers' vehicles, and they ended up giving me a high point for the work.
Old Browning High Point. Oh, I mean, honestly, I never found. Yes, it's a very sloppy tolerance gun, but I mean, I had one of those back in the day in '9 too, and that that worked just fine for me for years. Hey, CK, welcome to the house. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, damn it. Oh, Colt says those are still about the same price, but they haven't really gone up. They must have ordered a bunch of metal in before the COVID things started going up. All right, JR. Appreciate you dropping in.
Well, that's good that the prices haven't really gone up too much. I imagine they will at some point. What's up, CK, Dan?
Hey, Dan Houdini. What's up, man?
RJ, I appreciate you, man.
Mm. I had an old Ruger P85, Jay. Never had a problem with the accuracy, but the one thing I did not like about the Ruger, well, the P85 anyway, is the weight. I say I've got pistols now that are literally half the weight of that old P85. So of course the P85 was all steel construction, no plastic at all. So now the one thing I will complain about with the P85 in particular is when the rear sights, uh, they're hard to adjust to start with, and uh, I let a cousin of mine shoot it, and he dropped it, busted the damn rear sights. Only way to get that fixed was to actually send it back to Ruger and have them remove the rear sight and replace it. And no, CK, not weighted pistols, just the weight of the pistol. And so, like the old P85, for example, was, good lord, that thing was probably over 2 pounds. Uh, Whereas I've got Smith and Wesson, I've got probably less than a pound.
I'll be honest. I've shot a lot of pistols, and I still really love. I have a Smith and Wesson 40 compact, and it's probably one of my favorite handguns to carry.
Mm.
And I've shot every generation of Glock and the SIGs, and
Hey,
I really like the Smith. I really like the Smith and Wesson. It's just a I feel like a really good priced, good fired gun.
Mm-hmm. I say well put together, and like you say, they're fairly accurate, just straight out of the box.
Yeah, and I want to say I can't remember what I paid, like 400 or 500 for it or something. It's been, I don't know, 10 or 12 years or something since I bought it, but really good price for what you get. There's just a lot of things I like about it opposed to the Glock and then the SIG and some of the, like
Yeah.
their competitors.
Well, I mean, everybody's all fanboying on the Glocks for the last 20 years, and personally, I never have liked a Glock. I will never like the safety on the trigger deal.
Yeah, I think like the biggest thing between like Glock and the Smith and Wesson that I find that I like one over the other is the grooves on the slide. I feel
Hmm.
like they're a lot better on the Smith and Wesson.
Yeah. Well, I haven't gotten to play with too many SIGs either myself. Cousin's got a nice one. Damn, I can't remember the model of it though. Uh, remember he paid about $800-900 for it. It's a nice pistol though. I said, but yeah, I paid three for my Smith, and I've had no complaints with that thing.
I will say that I had a 40 Smith and Wesson. I think like their very first Gen one, and I did not like it. Had almost like a double trigger reset, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but like when so I don't slap the trigger, and you pull
Yeah.
it, and then you just slowly let it out, and you can feel it click, and that means that the
Hmm.
trigger's reset. Well,
Yep.
on my original Smith and Wesson, there was like a double, so it would be a faint click, and you'd have to come out a little further for it actually to reset. And so
Oh,
it used to mess me up when I was doing like transition shooting and things like that.
oh, gotcha.
And the original one had, I really hated that about it, but my current model, no issues with the trigger reset at all. It feels really smooth, comfortable. It doesn't have like that trigger reset.
Yeah, I've never encountered any weapon with a double reset like that. So I know
Well,
it's
I don't think
done.
it was. I don't think that first clunk was a reset. I think maybe it was like I don't know if it was resetting. There was something that clunked, but it wasn't the trigger reset. But like it was like a faint click. But when you're transitioning, it should only just be the one. And so it used to
Yeah,
mess me up.
I hear
And he doesn't. J.R. Colt doesn't like SIGs. The reason I
you.
don't like SIGs is they're my opinion is they're overly complicated for what they are. They're put together like a fucking Swiss watch. It's like
Mm.
there's so much shit going on in those guns that's not necessary.
Oh, have a good night, Miss Luck.
I'm a good one, Miss Luck.
There you go, Jared. Oh, so that was my experience with the Rugers. I said they didn't want anybody working on them. They wanted me to send it back to them just to get the damn rear sights fixed. It's like, come on, this is not that complicated. I got it apart. Just send me a new one.
I'll tell you, like all the cool stuff I've shot in like my military career and everything. I think the funnest weapon that I ever fired was the H&K MP5. Um, like hands down, one of my favorite guns I've ever shot.
MP5. I fired a civilian model with that, but I personally I wasn't impressed. I said it shot well. I just didn't. I'm a bigger guy, so it just didn't. I don't know. Didn't sit well in my hands. I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I said a little fold out stock they had on that thing. Just it felt like I was holding like a toy gun. So of course, it also shot like it was a toy gun. So yeah. So like I said, got no complaints about the accuracy or anything else like that. But yeah, who who beat Glock
Stacks, I
out?
can tell you how they beat out. I can tell you how they beat out Glock. It's because the military always takes the lowest bid.
Oh, for okay. Hey, the dude. Colt saying that first click that you were feeling was a sear reset. Which I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I say I'm by no means a master gunsmith or even a backyard gunsmith, but I've worked on a lot of my own stuff.
Yeah, I'm just glad that they fixed it from that first generation of that I had to the one I have now, because that used to drive me crazy when I was, trying to shoot for time and accuracy.
Yep, think you
So
got it. Mind up pulling a dead trigger.
yeah, yep. So it's just one of those things. Like the main reason I disliked my original one, and then the one I have now is not like that. So
Yeah. Say yes, Dax. I like a Beretta too. I say, but they're kind of like the SIGs. There's a lot of parts in those dang things.
what's up, the dude? Welcome.
They do. Third time's a
He's
charm,
got
Dax.
Got it.
Oh. Mm.
Yeah, definitely didn't think we'd be talking about firearms, but hey, that's where the chat wanted to go, man. I'm all good with it.
Something I know a little bit about and I love, so
I don't claim to be an expert by any means, but I do have some knowledge of it.
yeah. Oh.
Did you
Yeah,
test out those things that I sent you to see if they work for your application?
No, I have not yet. I said the box is buried at the moment under a pile of stuff that I haven't got any place else to put, so I haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
I said I got to do a little cleanup around here. Things have gotten a little cluttered.
I think we all get that way.
Yeah.
My Carhole needs a revamp. One of my buddies just redid his kitchen and has a whole bunch of his old cabinets he's given me. So I need to get all that stuff out of there so I can put the new cabinets in. I'm gonna try to make it more less cluttered for like when I'm filming out there.
Yeah. And
So
hey, the extra cabinetry is always handy. Hey, Menace.
yeah,
Got that armor polish
MTP. I love the troll. He still has to be Loki's sword. Hey, Chris.
Oh.
HNK40.
Very nice. So, yeah, I like the old Tommy guns myself, but man, changing mags on those things is. I say it's funny to think that when the Thompson first hit the market, do you realize they've literally advertised those in like a Sears and Roebuck catalog? Oh, I say, and it wasn't.
I used to be able to buy. I used to be able to buy houses in the Sears catalog.
Yeah, yeah, full kit houses. I say they'd show up on a train. You pulled it off on a truck, took it out to where he's going to put it up, and got busy. And honestly, I think there's still a market for that kind of thing, especially these days with basically the prepper community being a little more independent about stuff.
I think like the tiny home community is starting to catch on. People are starting to realize we shouldn't just collect random shit. Stop buying knickknacks and bullshit and focus on what's important. Which I'll be the first one to tell you. I was part of that buy shit group. I saw something. Started reading a lot of like financial books and stuff in the last couple of years, and one of the things that really stuck with me was you should have a bigger bookshelf than you do a TV.
Yes,
So
definitely agree with that.
with that being said, like when my TV goes out, I don't have that many books, so I'm gonna have to get a much smaller TV.
Oh, with all the books I got, I could have an 88-inch TV and still be all right.
Shit, I'm gonna be stuck down to like a 13-inch TV.
Oh, damn.
No, but I do read a lot, and like anybody in the chat, a book that I can't tell you enough about, and like it literally changed my life and like the way I think is the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. Um, that book completely changed the way I viewed the world. So
Yeah,
I would highly recommend that book is worth its weight in gold. So I would highly recommend everybody, if you haven't read that book, get that book, borrow it, read it, something, get a hold of it.
I actually need to get myself a copy of that again. I only read the first few chapters and then somebody snagged it from me. And Colt, I'm
My
glad you asked with that there item. I say that's something that's been on my wish list for a long time. Never been shot. Oh, hey.
that was
I mean, the flaming nipples was kind of good though. The mayonnaise, damn,
I
I
do
felt
I,
bad.
I do like that you have one level-headed person on the street team. You know, Rico's always like, "Don't fucking do that." He's like that old mom. He just wants you guys to just fucking chop it up.
Oh,
But yeah, one of my good friends, his son just graduated high school this year, and I got him a copy of that book in a porno magazine for his graduation.
oh, you can still look cool around the boys. Just whip out the porno and hide the rich man, poor man behind it.
got him, got them both. So,
Oh,
uh,
oh. So had well, I guess it's been a couple of years now. I was gonna say last nephew I had graduate from high school. Well, one that I liked anyway. I said I didn't buy it for him, but me, his father, two of his brothers, and a couple of his uncles all pitched in and got him a 308 AR.
nice.
Yeah,
I went. I don't know, man. It must have been like 10 years ago. I flew back to Washington. I was the best man in my childhood friends' wedding. Um, and we went to the casino in Tacoma. What was it, the Emerald Queen, I think. I ended up hitting it kind of big at the casino, so I went
nice.
down the street and bought him an AR
Really?
um, from because Arrow Precision's there in Tacoma. So
Yeah.
went and got him. I think I just bought him just a complete lower because he wanted to build it himself.
Oh,
But
hey, that
yeah,
worked.
hit it decent at the casino. Bought him a lower. Did everything legal, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Went through FFLs and all that. But yeah, for his wedding gift, I got him a lower AR.
Washington's got a couple of those manufacturers up there. They had, I think Panther Arms was out of the area. Then there was another one I can't remember that had hell their main office, Olympic Arms, I think. I was saying their main office was right up there in Linwood, right up by 186th, I'm gonna say, but I'm not sure.
That's the. I think it's Rainier Arms. That's the bolt carrier group that I have in my AR because I have
Okay.
mine's Aero Precision upper lower, and then I have a Rainier Arms bolt carrier group. Um, like all the stuff I built was out of the Northwest.
Nice.
And yeah, you're right, Menace. I should have done that, but it was more enjoyable to have him open that book and magazine in front of like his grandparents. It was way more enjoyable. And his dad was dying because he's a easily embarrassed kid, so it just was perfect. It was a good gift.
Oh, even better. Oh man. Oh.
Oh, Joe was in a Christmas movie.
Joe.
uh,
You're gonna put your eye out with that thing. Oh, it's funny. I've actually been looking at picking up an old BB gun. Well, not an old one, newer one. Oh, so I need something that's not really going to hurt what I'm shooting at, but will let them know to get the hell out of here. Whether that be drunks, meth heads, or coyotes.
Hey, welcome, Seagulls. I think I've seen you in my chat
Hey,
before.
Seagull? Yeah, I've seen Seagull around a couple of our chats.
Yeah, I think I've seen. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I've seen him. Yeah, Stacks. I'll definitely check that out, man. It's probably been 10 years since I bought anything. I think the last firearm I bought was when Obama was still in office, so it's been a little while.
He was trying to get rid of them hard. That's of course the current
Well, when he was trying to
administration.
get rid of them hard, I was just like, all right, I'm going to stock up. So
Yeah.
I spent a lot of money. Was that
Oh
little
yeah.
James?
Hey James. Uh, so yeah, I was watching some of the hearings on the bumps or not bump stocks, but pistol braces that they've been trying to ban here lately. And man, these Democrats up there making just jackasses out of it. Well, you can shoot a bigger caliber bullet. That was our president. I'm sorry, no, that stock does not do a damn thing to that pistol except maybe make it a little more accurate.
I don't know. Like the thing about the Second Amendment is it says shall not be infringed.
Yeah,
Seems to be getting overlooked quite a bit.
yeah.
Shall not be infringed.
Well, and I
I
love
don't
this
care if it
argument.
looks. I don't care if it looks scary.
Yeah, I say I love this argument that you hear the libs throw out all the time. Well, they didn't intend for people to have a rifle that could throw 30 bullets in 5 seconds flat. Well, no, that's because they had muskets, and the fastest thing they knew of at the time was an old style Gatling.
They
And
also wrote that right after they overturned a tyrannical government, so they knew exactly
yeah,
what they were writing. It wasn't written
exactly.
for killing deer. It was written for going after a tyrannical government. They knew
Yes,
exactly what they were writing.
I said as the Constitution is written, that did include cannons. I say if you wanted a cannon back then, you go get one.
So you're more than welcome to come join us if you want, Jr. I don't know how to
There.
chat. I have my IG, I think.
Okay,
Let's
yes,
see.
I think I do too. Let me see if I can't find him real quick.
Horacia.
And See, my list of people on the contacts has gotten a little bit out of hand here.
Mine too. And this is the right one. There you go.
Oh, you found it?
Think so. I'm pretty sure I got the right one. And I don't know if I said, hey, Meg, it's good to see you.
I said, no.
You don't need that AR. I also like all the people that are typing on the computer telling me that I don't need my rights. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, get out your paper and your
Quill.
was it your parchment paper and your quill pen and write it to me that way.
JR, it says you've got devices not connected.
You may just have to come back, go out and back in.
Okay. I said, yeah. I said, when they tell me that you don't need a fully automatic rifle, you don't need an AR with 30 round magazines or whatever, that's the line I throw back at them. Well, if you're so hot on me not having an AR and that wasn't in how the Constitution was written or intended, then you should be writing your complaint in ink and quill and ink and send it to me through the Pony Express.
Yep.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Hey, JR. What's up, brother?
What's going on, guys?
What's up? So you're having a good hair day?
Oh, yeah, always. It's funny, too, because I get people all the time. I shave mine. I can grow a full head of hair. I just got no use for it. Not going bald in the least bit. Just, I don't know, I hit 24, 25 and said, yeah, I'm done. Started shaving it. It's easier. It's much cooler in the summertime, everything.
Oh, trust me, there have been moments that
I bet. Oh, yeah.
Just skin it.
I don't have a choice. I'm just bald.
I say it would make showers a whole lot quicker. I know that.
Sure is. No shampoo, no nothing. Just bar soap and I'm done.
Bar soap and a wash rag and you're good.
Yes, sir. Ugh. So you guys just up here bullshitting?
Yeah. Didn't really have a plan to it. Just
Menace, you got to change your name back, Bubba.
He has to wait like 7 more days.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's funny.
He went to troll Loki and trolled himself.
Yeah, because now he's stuck with
it. Trying to troll me and gave me a 2-week free troll.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh,
I had Square all up in his feelings all weekend.
Oh boy.
I caught what you said, and yeah, it was enjoyable listening to him. I don't try to get too involved with the old swear, but
you know what?
I still see it.
I don't really either, and I'm not a cop caller, but him constantly talking about getting his gun and getting a gun and getting a gun and getting a gun. I'm sorry. Especially with the stuff that I know about him. If he came into my shop to buy a gun and I knew a quarter of that kid's history, I wouldn't sell him a gun.
Throw him out the door faster than you can make your head spin.
Yeah, absolutely. He wouldn't make it. He wouldn't make it past the process. I'd act like I ran his paper and fail him.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Came back this, that, and the other. Bye. Now get the fuck out.
And I have a sign on my door that says I have the right to refuse service to anybody I please. So.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, ridiculous day. I don't get it. I don't know what's going on, but the whole.
If you pull up in a Prius, you're instantly DQ'd.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, so he's got a bunch of stuff that stop him legally from owning a firearm. His medications that he's on. I mean, not even the weed. His involuntary hold. His negligent discharge. There is a felony from Tennessee, which I have not been able to completely dig up yet, but I have found some stuff on it. But I know it has to do with domestic. So, no.
Yeah.
And it's pretty funny that, when I called and I started talking to the undersheriff right away knew exactly who I was talking about. And then when the sheriff got on the phone, he's like, yeah, he's got mental issues.
Yeah. Just
I'm
straight
like,
up.
okay, but then, the only thing they asked me, they did not ask me not to talk about it. And I told them basically where I was from, that I was from YouTube, and that this kid is, constantly not a kid. I keep saying kid, but he's a man. Well, okay, he's an adult. He's not a man.
Man-child.
Yes, there you go. So, is constantly talking about getting a gun, and the only reason he wants a gun is to be able to shoot somebody. Honestly, there's no other.
Yeah, no, there's no idea.
I don't have any way to
defense.
defend myself. I can't. Okay, listen. No, that's not a reason to get a gun. It's not.
No.
And then I did watch him shoot, and then he tried to say, "Oh, it was because it was a brand new gun." No, you limp wristed that 9mm, and you got that shell casing in the freaking chamber, dummy.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't
think
watch
Fusion.
Square.
Yeah, no, I think Fusion's got that video. I didn't even have that one. So I think Fusion might actually have that video. I don't think Square's got it up anymore because so many people made fun of him. Which, it's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I make fun of him all the time. So, I told the cop that I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll. I'm just, I listen and I watch, and I think it's fucking funny, but it entertains me. Yeah. So, but it had nothing to do with me trolling him. It's just that he shouldn't have a firearm.
No.
Correct.
No, I mean, hell.
Loki, I lost like that. This much respect for you. You don't like the Glock?
I do not like the Glock. I hate those.
Oh my god!
I just never could get past the trigger safety. That's my big deal with it.
Well, they make other triggers that you can put in them. I make a different trigger you can put in the Glock. I've got a Glock 23 that I've got close to 100,000 rounds through, and still all same factory parts. Well, I carry I carry a 23 every day with a 22 mag in it and a little snub nose 357.
There you go.
So my everyday carry is 2. Yeah, oh yeah, I carry a little snub nose 357 and I carry a Glock 23.
Yeah, I say 357 is usually what I got with me out in the woods, just in case it grizz.
Yeah, well, I'm real close to Detroit, and I have to go to Detroit sometimes. So if need be, I want something that's going to punch through a car door if I have to.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes a 40, it depends on the car. It might not go through the door, but that 357 will.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I'm not a fan of the Glock either, but I'm like you. I put probably 100,000 to. I put about 100,000 rounds through them, and I find other platforms I like for my own personal preference better.
You like the M&Ps quite a bit.
Yeah, that's my preference. But it's not that I dislike the Glock, but if you gave me a choice to buy one or the other, I will buy the Smith & Wesson every time.
I don't know how good you're going to be able to see that on my green screen or not.
Ooh.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, there you go.
I see an old cowboy pistol in a case back there.
That is an 1813 Colt 44 Peacemaker.
Oh,
nice.
Damn.
Yeah.
I have my safes about.
I do collect guns, so like the 1932 Thompson that I had messaged in the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I bought that purely as an investment. Same with that old Colt. That's just a pure investment gun. It's not something I'm going out shooting. No, I bought it. The messed up thing is, okay, so that gun is also an unfired one. I bought that gun at a estate sale. I was on my way to go buy a truck, and I was in a ritzy part of where I'm from, which is a neighborhood. Neighborhoods I don't go to because they're $5 million houses and stuff. But I was going to look at a truck. I had $10,000 on me because I was buying this truck cash. I'd already made a deal with the guy. So I was really early. And I'm like, son of a bitch, man, I'm like 45 minutes early. And I just started driving around looking at these big houses. And I'm like, estate sale. I'll pull in, walk around, look. I mean, it ain't gonna hurt nothing. I'm walking around and there's this big table, dining room table. I bet you it sat 20 people. It was huge.
Damn.
Yeah, it was I mean, the whole place was massive. It was probably a 10,000 square foot house. So I see the box. And if anybody knows anything about the old Colt boxes, they're wood, like cigar boxes.
Yo.
And the outside of it was in pretty good shape. And there's a little sticker on it that says $2,500.
Oh boy.
The boxes, and so the boxes are worth $2,500 if they're in good shape.
Yeah.
The only thing is, just like cigar boxes, a lot of people just threw nuts and bolts and shit in them.
Yeah, beat them
What
all up.
screwed up the inside. Yeah, so I picked it up and it was heavy. I'm like, somebody put nuts and bolts in it. It's not worth shit. I opened it. Original gun, the original cleaning patches, the original toolkit to take it apart, the little original oil container, everything.
Ooh.
So I took it right away and I'm holding it like as close to me as I possibly could. I walked up to the lady and I said, ma'am, listen, I have $10,000 cash on me right now. I will give this to you. Please hold the gun for me. I will go to the bank and get you whatever you want for this gun. She's like, I want $2,500 for it. I'm like, ma'am, the box is worth $2,500. I'm not trying to cheat nobody. She's like, I don't give a fuck. It was his. He's dead. I don't want his shit in my house.
Damn.
So her husband died, and she sold all his shit for fucking like nothing.
I mean, I actually got an old Corvette that way, so I can't.
Oh my god! I asked her right there, "Is there any more guns? Because I'll buy them all." She's like, "No, I sold a whole bunch earlier."
Damn.
I'm like, "Oh my god! What could you have sold if he had this? What else did you sell?"
Oh, she probably sold some really cool stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Probably shit she had no idea. So that gun went right to my appraiser before I even. So I had to call the guy and tell him, "Hey, I'm gonna be a little bit late. I got to go to the bank and get more money, but I'm still coming to get the truck." Yeah. So I hid that in mine and then paid for the truck and told him, "Hey, I got to leave it here until tomorrow." I was going to just take it and leave my truck there, but I wasn't leaving that gun in my truck.
Yeah. They're not going to.
So I went the next day and got that truck. Like yeah.
I'd say that's probably one of the best, one hell of a buy there. I think that pistol's probably got a market value of somewhere in the neighborhood of 35,000-40,000.
120 grand.
It was a couple of years back. One of my coworkers was selling a Wilson 1911 he was just hard up for money. He was selling for 1,800. Man, I wish I would have jumped on it.
Yeah, you probably should have.
Yeah, well, I knew what they were worth. I didn't.
For two.
Yeah, I just didn't have. I mean, I had the money, but I didn't have like disposable extra that. So
yeah.
Well, sometimes that stuff happens.
Oh, absolutely. Happens to me all the time. I get people that come in and say, "Hey, do you want to buy this gun?" I'd love to, but I don't have $5 grand on me right now. So I found one of the better deals that I've gotten lately. It seems to be, and it seems like some of the older Colt pythons that the era or aura of people wanting that fucking gun has died down.
Really?
So I had a few and I sold them for like big money, especially like the nickel plated ones.
Yeah.
What the hell was that show? The zombie show that was on. I don't know if it's still on.
The Walking Dead?
There we go. Yeah. So the head guy or lead guy or whatever it was in that show, that's what he carried was a python.
Yeah. Rick's sidearm.
See, there you go. So that's what he carried. And then that's when the price on those guns went freaking ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. It went almost doubled. So I was getting $4 grand for a gun that I paid, $1,000 for.
Oh, wow. Damn.
So,
yeah.
The nickel plated ones obviously go for much more than what the stainless or blued ones go for, but it is what
I found that car you were looking for this weekend.
You did, really?
At a restaurant in the middle of nowhere, Virginia, but it's part of the restaurant. So, and it was in pretty rough shape.
Yeah,
well, but I haven't stopped looking. I'm still trying to find it for you.
I sent you pictures of my dad's, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that was those pictures that were taken. Those were pictures of the day that car was being sold.
Oh.
So like
My
I
dad
think
bought
my
that
best
car brand new for my mom in 1953.
I think my best bet on that one is just going to be I'm going to stumble across it in a barn somewhere because it's not going to be when I've looked for them online. I mean I've found a couple that weren't right, but it's going to be one that I'm just going to have to stumble across.
So I got my buddy Dave here that owns a collector car place, and every auction, because he goes to Mecum and all that stuff, and he called me. The Arizona auction was just I don't know, 3 weeks or a month ago, and he called me and he told me there's one here. It's blue, but what do you think? And he started sending me pictures, and then he sent me a video of it, and I said, well, what's the starting bid on it? And he said 50. I said, well, if it doesn't go over 60, okay. Yeah, it went for 97. So
yeah.
And then you got to pay the auction, and then I'd have to pay him to bring me the car too. So I was probably it was going to be too much.
Yeah. The thing is they're out there, but they're going to end up being in somebody's garage under just piles of 30 years worth of fucking life.
Yeah, or because they were the two-door version, people cut the tops on them a lot, chop the top on the car, or
demolition derby cars, things like that.
You wouldn't. Oh my God, I use so many Monte Carlos and like Impalas, Delta 88 Oldsmobiles. I don't know how many of those I used for bump and run or demolition derby as growing up as a kid. Probably hundreds of them. Me and my brothers, there's 9 boys in my family. We all did the demolition derby and the bump and run every weekend. So we would go through, 50 cars in a month.
MC.
Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And it was the same. It was the same way back in the day with that car. Those big lead sleds. They were great for demo cars.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh.
I'd
like I said, I found
another old 75 Monte Carlo. Love
1953 Cadillac 2-door.
Yep, that's what he's looking for, Loki.
Nice.
Yeah, my dad bought my mom. So my mom and dad were going back out to the farm, and they were going through the city, and my mom's like, oh my God, look, the brand new Cadillac just came out. And she's like, oh my God, it's so pretty. My dad went the next day, bought the car for her. My mom never drove. To the day that my mom passed away, she never drove once. My dad drove my mother everywhere she wanted to go. If she wanted to go in that car, she went in that car. My dad built a separate garage that was heated and air conditioned specifically for that car.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that we weren't allowed to work in, and we weren't allowed to go in. We weren't supposed to go in if nobody was home. But yeah, that was, and my dad would drive my mom to church in it. My dad would drive my mom to bingo, wherever my mom wanted to go. If there was no snow on the ground, that's what car my mom was in. That car was my mother's, but she never drove it.
Yeah, like I said, I saw one. It was, like I said, in rough shape, and it was part of a restaurant. But I'm still looking.
They wouldn't have sold it.
Oh no, they wouldn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, up here, there's some nice old barn finds and crap still around here in Montana. So hell, I just found a nice 55 Chevy. It's pretty much bare bones. Doesn't even have an interior, no engine, nothing like that. But the body on it is absolutely perfect.
Really? Yeah. See, here, most anything that you find, it's just been ate away because they use so much salt on the roads here.
Yeah. Well, they use a lot of salt on the roads here too. But this one's been sitting for 20 odd years, probably.
Oh, wow.
I say it was somebody's project sitting in the garage. Somebody I know picked it up from them and has been sitting on it for about another 5 years now.
I got to figure out how to kidnap Naughty for a little bit so I can go steal his black and white car.
That Thunderbird's pretty.
Just hide him for 15 or 20 minutes so I can get that car from him.
Yeah, I found a car yesterday that I may go pull the trigger on in another month or two.
Yeah.
The 51 Pontiac Chiefman or Chief.
Oh, no kidding.
Chieftain.
Yeah, it's a 2-door. It was the paint's completely gone. The interior's bad, but thinking I might pull the trigger on this car because it's not super expensive, and I have a donor in my backyard right now in an OBS that I'll swap out the running gear from. So you may see that project pop up on my channel here pretty soon.
Okay, there's a guy that just put an ad up in my store. He's got a 53 Buick for sale, and it's $3,800, and it runs. It needs brake lines. I'm like,
okay,
looking at it, not the brake lines and the driver's side door is bent in, is what it said, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, what? It's the right side of the car has got a big dent in it. And then I seen where the steering wheel, it's right-hand drive.
Right.
Old mail car, probably.
It was originally made for somebody. It was built originally for somebody who worked at the post office.
Yep.
I'm like, wow, yeah. Do you know how hard it would be to find parts for a right-hand drive Buick that old?
Insane to get those.
Yes, absolutely. So that's why it's so cheap. But the thing still runs, and it's got the flathead V8 in it, everything. So,
damn nice.
Yeah, but you can't beat that.
It'd be too hard to find stuff, or you'd have to try and find stuff to convert it to left-hand drive.
Yeah,
that would probably be just as hard, though.
I think it would be like if you were imaginative with it, you could. If you were going to make it a resto mod, you could grab any Japanese car and just grab the right-hand drive crap out of that.
Yeah.
And swap it over and put more modern stuff. Like I said, it would have to be more resto mod than anything.
Yeah, but if I'm buying something like that, that's not what I want to do to it. I'd like the Cadillac. I want that thing as the way it looked like my dad's, the way that my dad's looked. I don't want it to look like anybody's, dicked with it or fucked with it or, threw a LS in it or nothing like that.
Yeah.
I'll have to send a picture to Loki so he'll know what to look for too.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, appreciate that. I see, because like I say, there's a lot of stuff floating around this little hole.
I see a lot of stuff floating around too, but most of the time, if I do get a chance to go look at it, it's shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know where an old Nomad is sitting out in the bushes here. It's been there for God knows how long. No, but the thing is literally buried up past the fender wells in the mud. It's tough.
Yeah.
What's crazy? I just went back and re-looked at those pictures.
That far from my house, it's got a fucking tree growing through it.
What's crazy? I just re-looked at those pictures, JR. That's the exact car. It was pink. This fucking restaurant. Exact car. Yep.
There is one of those around here. Identical to the pictures I'm looking at, but the guy knows the guy won't sell it.
He won't?
It's his. No, he will not. It's his baby.
Oh. Yeah, well, that car was so. When my mother passed, I asked my dad, "Hey, let me buy the car." No. Why? I don't want to be reminded of that car. That car is going to be sold, and he sold it to somebody from pretty far away, so he wouldn't see it again.
Yeah.
It was bad memories for my dad. So
yeah, I can understand that.
Oh, I know. Me too. I mean, Jesus, my mom and dad met on a Friday. They got married Monday morning. They were married 63 years when my mother passed, and they had 11 kids. I'm the baby of 11.
Dang.
Yeah.
Old farming family there.
Oh yeah, cattle ranch.
There you go.
We're free labor for the farm. Here you go, fucker. Get to work. Oh yeah, that was all of us too. Yeah, you're up at 4:30. Go, you get up. You need to eat. Get your ass out there.
Yep.
And then go to school, and get home, and then you're working, and then it was time to eat, and then it was time to finish working, and then take a bath or shower or whatever you could, and then get to bed
by 10 o'clock.
Before that, Jesus. You went to bed at 10 o'clock, you're not getting up at 4, especially with my mom screaming at you. And my mom was a little tiny lady. It's funny because my dad's thing of discipline, my dad would only discipline you if you did a few things. It wasn't like my dad would just wail on you for no reason. Mm-hmm. If you looked at my dad and asked my dad for money, he'd punch you right in the face. Oh yeah, but if you ask my dad, "Hey dad, is there anything I can do around the farm to make a little bit extra money? I want to do this." Yeah, Go pick up paper in the front yard. Our nearest neighbor was 14 miles away. There was no paper in our front yard, but you did something for it.
Yep.
Or, go clean the stalls, or, you know what I mean? Go shoe one of the horses or something, but you earn the money. Or if you stood in front of my dad and you lied to him and he knew for a fact that you were lying. So if he knew the truth and you stood in front of my dad and lied to him, he would give you like 3 chances. If you kept lying, it was coming, close fist, and he'd knock you right on your ass.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how many times my dad hit me, but obviously stubborn, never really learned my lesson until I got older. But I only got whooped from my mom a couple times. My mom was a little tiny lady. My mom was like 5'3", 5'1". She was a little short lady. Man, I got whooped by my mom like 3 or 4 times. I was way more afraid of my mom than I was my dad. She would beat the brakes off you because it took her so much to get mad, or to the point where she was going to whoop your ass. You're getting whooped.
Yep.
And you weren't going to like it. Not even a little bit. It sucked. Yeah, it was horrible. Oh, Mr. Fusion starts in a few minutes. It's raining, so I'm out of riding lessons today, because usually I miss fusions, the beginning of fusions anyway, because I have to take my kid for riding lessons, but it's raining, so
yeah,
I lucked out. She's got shows coming up, so
yeah, we weren't planning on going too long with this show today. This is just kind of our start. Me and Loki are going to start trying to do like a once a week me and him thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, especially if you guys are going to do it like around the time that you did, nobody else is really live, and it kind of helped me fucking finish off my day a little bit quicker, and help me close the store faster.
Nice. Glad we're able to help.
I need shit that occupies my freaking brain, because if not, I go nuts, because I get people asking me too many goddamn questions. If I have one of my earbuds in, they always think I'm on the phone. They leave me alone.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't really have, I mean, we do have, we've been kind of planning this Mike and Loki thing for a little while, but it was kind of like an impromptu today. Let's just fire it up and see where it goes. And so in the future, it may be more structured than it was today, but you're always welcome to come up and chop it up with us.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. I got to get with you, and I got to get, because our new post commander, Friday is when it's when our old post commander is stepping down, and then the new post commander, Art, he's taking over. So it'll be probably next week, maybe the middle of the week after that, but probably I'll have, I'll give you a call, and then you, me, and Art can just sit and talk, and because we got to get membership up, because we've lost. So
like I said, there's quite a few different ideas I have, but I'm waiting until I get in the leadership role too.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things.
Give them a shot. I mean, shit, if they fail for me, they might, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, hey, this didn't work good.
No.
But even with the stuff that you said, I just got to get somebody that has the time in the post, that's at least young enough that can do the TikTok stuff and do the Instagram shit and get that shit to take off, because nobody, you and I talked about it, nobody does Facebook anymore. Nobody my age anyway. I've never even had a Facebook page.
No, same here.
Yeah.
Well, I did once long ago, but I got rid of it after like 2 months and just never went back.
I get people.
As soon as
don't your friends from high school talking to you? If we were friends in high school, we're still friends. I still talk to my friends from high school. If we were friends in high school, we're still friends.
Right. Yeah, I stopped using Facebook when my grandma got on there, and I was like, nah, this ain't for me.
Yeah.
So.
All right, guys. I'm a boogie, because Fusion's going to start, and I'd like to get something to eat.
All right, man. Thanks for coming up and chopping it up, bro.
You guys, if you guys ever have a firearm question or anything like that, you guys both know how to get a hold of me. Loki, I'm so glad you got those, dude. Really. Okay, shit. Are they that close? Really?
Yeah. He's always.
Before you go, I'll show you the difference I was talking about.
Between
We're
what,
actually
the Claymore or the other one?
The Claymore.
Okay.
we've been talking about getting a way to like display all those behind him. So we've been talking behind the scenes trying to set it up so we can
A big
see all of
giant
them.
ass wood rack because those things are freaking huge.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, so that's not the one I gave you. The one I gave
No,
you
it's
is the
not.
movie replica.
yeah. This
Okay.
is the Claymore that I have had for
Okay.
years. I say, and it is roughly 5 feet, maybe a little longer.
Yeah.
I say, here's the one that the smaller version Claymore that you sent to me.
Yeah. So that one was from the movie too, and
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was the little weird Scottish guy was the one who was wielding that sword.
Mad Mardigan. Yeah.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Couldn't remember
That's
his
it.
name like at all. The only name I could really remember is William Wallace from the movie. So
Yeah. That's it. But this one is roughly a foot, a little more than a foot shorter.
okay,
So it's a showpiece mainly.
okay,
But the steel is good.
okay.
I said I doubt it's combat steel.
I imagine
But-
probably not.
Yeah. This one is combat steel. I could take
Okay.
that into a fight if I wanted to.
Yeah. So what about the other the leather wrapped one? The one that was is that just a movie replica? See, I don't know shit
Yeah.
about them. They were given to me.
That
So,
one is
yeah.
definitely the movie replica. I say it doesn't even have an edge to it.
Okay.
I say I was contemplating putting an edge on it,
Okay.
but I don't know that this steel will
Old one.
yeah. So I'm probably just going to keep it as a showpiece. I'll get a rack
Showpiece.
and put them up in it.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Dude, I have moved those things around from house to house for probably almost 30 years. Really, just putting, I'll move them from closet to closet, and
Oh
I
yeah.
had no use for them. And then when I seen that you were into them, I'm like, you know what? And then I started with Miss Lori. I'm like, Lori, do you think he'd give me his address or something? She's like, ask him. I'm like, I'm gonna feel like a weirdo asking this dude for his freaking address or a PO box. And I did in a way. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I know Naughty, and I'd already talked to you, Mike, and I'm like, you know what? Hell with it. I'm asking him. I'm like, dude, do you have a
Hey.
PO box? And he gave me his PO box first, and then he gave me his address. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna send him to your house. He's like, well, let me pay for shipping. I'm like, no, and not
Yeah.
at all. I'm sending these to
Yeah.
you. I don't have to move them no more.
I
So
reached
now
out to
you
Loki
don't have
right
to
after
go from
we.
closet to closet.
I reached out to Loki
What?
right after we spoke, JR, just to talk about your guys' being somewhat related. That was pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
That's it,
Well,
but
yeah. I mean, how far away from the Blackfoot tribe? There's part of the Blackfoot tribes up near you too, isn't it?
Oh, I live on the reservation.
You live on the reservation.
Yeah.
I thought you were outside for some reason.
No, I'm outside of town.
Okay.
The main town of the res.
Yes.
Well, pretty much the only town on the res.
Yeah.
I say, but yeah, I say I'm dead center of the Blackfeet res.
Yeah. So I'm half. So Dad was on the tribal council. So was my uncle T-Puck.
Really?
My middle name is I'm not saying it on here, but it's a native middle name.
Mm.
All of us in our family have native middle names, and that was all from my grandmother. My grandmother had all those written down.
Nice.
So yeah, I got lucky, and I got the shittiest one out of all us kids. Oh, I did. It's fucking horrible. I got my brother's middle name is Running Bear, and then I got a brother. My one brother is middle name is Two Trees. When I tell you mine off of here, you'll laugh at me. I laugh at me. No, dude, I laugh at me because of my grandmother.
It can't be any worse than two dogs fucking.
No, and yeah, that'd be pretty good. No, it's nothing like that. I have okay, so I used to work in factories and stuff. I have a big giant sticker on the back of my one toolbox that says Geronimo that somebody put on one of my toolboxes. And then on my other toolbox it says Little Running Butt Naked. So yeah, oh yeah. I'm like, you guys are fucking assholes, but I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I like them. I left them on there. They've been on there for years. I ain't taking them off.
Hell no.
No.
Hey, Nightmare. Have a good one, Menace.
Absolutely. You guys. Thank you very much for letting me up. If you, like I said, if you guys ever have any questions, any gun questions, anything like that, just reach out. I'll happy to answer them or whatever. It doesn't matter to me none. Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
All right, Mike. Thank you. I'll be getting a hold of you soon too, Mike.
All right, bro.
All right, brother. I appreciate it. All right.
Yep.
Bye.
Good having you up, man.
Bye.
Yep. How do I shut it off? Kick me. Fuck. There we go.
There he goes. Dang, that was cool, man, having him come up and chop it up with us.
That's it. I've never really gotten a chance to talk much to JR. Whoops.
Yeah, he's a great dude, man. I know we're usually live and doing stuff when he's asleep, so we miss him quite a bit. So
what did I do here?
But I think Mr. Fusion's going live, so I guess it's kind of up to you if you want to keep running or not.
Well, I say I actually got to get some things going here in a little bit. What is it? Oh yeah, a little bit after 5. I mean, we can go for a little bit yet, but yeah, Fusion's going over. I'm sure a lot of the people here would like to bounce over there too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, we can go ahead and wrap it up for now, I guess.
No.
Mafia.
Well, it was good.
What's this, Dan? Dan, you be snitching. No borscht for you.
Oh, he was saying that you lost your sword rights, and no knife shop will sell you one. Oh.
I see that. Okay. I missed that earlier. So Dan be snitching a man out. See how you is? Damn.
Good times. Good times.
Oh, this was fun.
Yeah.
We'll definitely have to keep this going.
For sure.
Oh.
For sure. We'll try to do it at least once a week. So see where it goes from there.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan here. All right, everybody. Appreciate everybody coming out. Like I said, we didn't really have a rhyme or a reason or a plan. We just went with it. We'll probably get a little more organized about it in the coming show, but we'll see.
Yep. Well, appreciate you all, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Yep. Have a good day, everybody.
Moist.